वडील, पप्पा, डॅडी. बोलायला किती छान वाटतं नाही? पण आपण कधी कधी मुद्दामून जाणून बुजून बाप. आज अशाच एका बापाची एक कहाणी. आई घराचं मांगल्य तर वडील घराचं अस्तित्व असतं. पण या अस्तित्वाला खरंच आम्ही कधी समजून घेतलंय का? वडिलांना महत्व असूनही त्यांच्याविषयी फारसं बोललं जात नाही. लोकांनी वडील रेखाटलेले, पण तेही तापट, व्यसनी, मारझोड करणारे. नाही, समाजात 1-2% असे वडील असतीलही, पण चांगल्या वडिलांबद्दल काय? आईकडे अश्रूंचे पाठ असतात, ती रडून मोकळी होते, पण सांत्वन वडिलांनाच करावं लागतं. आणि रडणाऱ्यापेक्षा सांत्वन करणाऱ्यावर जास्त ताण पडतो, कारण ज्योतीपेक्षा सवयीच जास्त तापते ना. पण श्रेय नेहमी ज्योतीलाच मिळत राहतं. रोजच्या जेवणाची सोय करणारी आई आमच्या लक्षात राहते, पण आयुष्याच्या शिदोरीची सोय करणारा बाप आम्ही किती सहज विसरून जातो. आई सर्वांसमोर मोकळेपणाने रडू शकते, पण रात्री उशीर तोंड खुपसून मुसमुसतात ते आपले वडीलच असतात. स्वतःचे वडील वारले तरीही त्यांना रडता येत नाही, कारण छोट्या भावंडांना जपायचं असतं.
विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, या मराठी कवितेतून एका बाबांची, वडिलांची, डॅडींची व्यथा आपण पाहिली. आणि अशाच प्रकारची एक व्यथा तुमच्या इयत्ता 12वी इंग्रजी पुस्तकातील एका कवितेतून पाहणार आहोत. Students, today we are going to learn the condition of another old father in your book through the poem Father Returning Home by Dilip Chitri. Students, let us know some information about Dilip Chitri in brief. Dilip Chitri was a celebrated and famous poet in Indian writing in English. He was a bilingual poet, wrote in English as well as in Marathi. He was a critic, painter, translator and filmmaker. He received the prestigious Sahitya Academy Award for his poetry as well as his translation work Sej Tuka. The poem entitled Father Returning Home is taken from Traveling in a Cage, collection of poems. Students, it is an autobiographical poem. The major theme of the poem includes estrangement, alienation, isolation, old age in modern society, and generation gap. In this poem, the poet shows loneliness of an old man in modern society by depicting a picture of his own father returning home from work. But in home, his children refuse to share the joy and sorrow with his hard-working father. So students, let us see the poem Father Returning Home line by line by Dilip Chitri. My father travels on the late evening train, standing among silent commuters in the yellow light. Suburbs slide past his unseeing eyes. The first line shows that father is returning home by evening train. He always returns late evening train. He regularly gets late. So we can say late evening may indicate how long the father works. Standing among silent commuters in the yellow light. Here the word standing shows he doesn't get a place to sit down in a crowded train. He is standing with another fellow passengers in yellow light. Here the word commuters means passengers or people who travel regularly from one place to another for works. The commuters, the passengers are silent. It indicates that nobody is interested in communication with another fellow travelers. So they are silent. So also the yellow light indicates the dull life of human being as well as the dull life, the dull atmosphere in train, the dull life of the father. Suburbs slide past his unseeing eyes. His suburb means Upanagari. So, suburbs slide past his unseeing eyes. The father is not watching what is happening, what is going on outside the window. He is not interested in outside nature. His journey is regular. So, he is not interested what is happening outside. So, for him, what is happening outside is monotonous. All the atmosphere in the train is also monotonous. So, father is not interested what is happening outside the window. So, we saw he is not interested what is happening in outside. Yes, then. His shirt and pants are soggy and his black raincoat stained with mud and his bag stuffed with books is falling apart. His eyes dimmed by age fade homeward through the humid monsoon night. So, the following line shows the condition of the poet's father, the appearance of poet's father. He says his shirt and pants are soggy, are becoming wet. The condition of black raincoat is not so good. The black raincoat is also stained with mud. And he has bag stuffed with books. So there is bag with father. The bag is filled with books. So it shows father's friendship with books. His eyes dimmed by age fade homeward through the humid monsoon night. Eyes dimmed by age means the vision of his eyes are becoming blurred. His eyesight is dimmed by old age. So father can't see properly. But he is traveling through the humid monsoon night. Here humid means dammat. It was rainy season. So father is traveling थ्रू ह्युमिड मान्सून नाईट. आर्द्र पावसाच्या रात्री फादर रेल्वेतून घरी परतत आहेत. Now I can see him getting off the train like a word dropped from a sentence. He hurries across the length of the grey platform, crosses the railway line, enters the lane. His chappals are sticky with mud, but he hurries onward. Now the father is getting off the train. Here, look at the beauty of the another line. Like a word dropped from a long sentence. Here, there is direct comparison between fathers getting off the train and the word dropping from a long sentence. In Marathi, येथे वडिलांचं ट्रेनमधून प्लॅटफॉर्मवरती उतरणं याची तुलना ही एका मोठ्या वाक्याशी केली आहे. एका मोठ्या वाक्यामध्ये अनेक शब्द असतात, पण सर्वच शब्द त्या वाक्यामध्ये महत्त्वाचे नसतात. म्हणून आपण एखादा महत्त्वाचा नसणारा शब्द जरी त्या वाक्यातून बाहेर काढला तरी त्या वाक्यामध्ये काही फरक पडत नाही. तसा फरक वडिलांचं उतरणं, वडिलांचं ट्रेनमधून प्लॅटफॉर्मवरती उतरणं याचा फरक हा ट्रेनला पडला नाही किंवा ट्रेनमधील सहप्रवाशांना पडला नाही. सो वी कॅन से हीज प्रेझन्स इन ट्रेन is not important for train as well as fellow passengers. He hurries across the length of grey platform, crosses the railway line, enters the lane. He is crossing the grey platform. Here the word grey indicates. Here the word grey indicates the old age of platform, the old condition of platform, also the old age of father. Crosses the railway line, enters the lane. Now the father is entering in lane, but his chappals are sticky with mud, but he hurries onward. But his chappals are sticky with mud. The father can't move fast. The father can't walk fast due to sticky chappals with mud. But the father is eager to meet his family members. So we can say the father's condition outside the train is also not so good. Home again, I see him drinking Vic tea, eating a stale chapati, reading a book. He goes into toilet to contemplate man's estrangement from a man-made world. Now, these following lines show how the family members welcome an old man. Home again, I see him drinking a Vic tea, eating a stale chapati. Father is drinking Vic tea. Father can't get a strong tea to drink. The father can't get hot tea to drink. The father is eating a stale chapati. Father can't get to eat a fresh chapati. So we can say father is not important in home. Father is deprived from good nourishing food. Father is uncared in his own home by his own family. So, while drinking Vic tea, eating a stale chapati, he is reading a book. The father had made friendship with book. Then he goes into the toilet to contemplate. Here the word contemplate means to think deeply, खोलवर विचार करणे. The father is thinking deeply. What is he thinking? He is thinking man's estrangement from a man-made world. Here the word estrangement means separation, alienation. दूर होणे किंवा अलग होणे. Man is separated from man-made world. माणसानं माणसासाठी बनवलेल्या जगामध्ये माणूस हा दूर होत चाललेला आहे. दिनेश कमिंग आउट he trembles at the sink. The cold water running over his brown hands. A few droplets cling to the graying hairs on his wrist. So these lines indicates while coming outside, the father goes to the sink, but he is not able to move in strong manner. He is trembling. Then father washes his hands with cold water. Here the word brown hands indicate the old age of father. The father can't get hot water for washing hands. Then a few droplets cling to the graying hairs on his wrist. A few droplets stick to the graying hairs. Here the graying hairs shows the old age of father. काही पाण्याचे थेंब त्यांच्या मनगटावरील पांढऱ्या केसांना चिकटतात. In Marathi. Now students, we are moving the end of the poem. His sullen children have often refused to share jokes and secrets with him. He will not now go to sleep, listening to the static on the radio, dreaming of his ancestors and grandchildren, thinking of nomads entering a subcontinent through a narrow pass. Now, his sullen children means bad-tempered children, दुष्ट प्रवृत्तीची मुले, has often refused to share jokes and secrets with him. So, this line indicates children do not want to share secrets and jokes with his father. There is not any kind of communication between father and children. Nobody wants to entertain the father with jokes. Nobody wants to share their secrets with father. So we can say children have not a healthy relationship with his father. So father is now going to sleep, listening to statics on radio. He is dreaming. What is he dreaming? Of his ancestors and grandchildren. He is dreaming. Here the word ancestors represents past history of father. Grandchildren represents future history of father. So the father is thinking about his past and future. The father does not want to live in present. So he is thinking about present and past and future. The father is not thinking about present. What is he thinking? He is thinking of nomads entering a subcontinent through a narrow pass. The father is thinking. Nomads means the person who have not home. The person who keeps on wandering one place to another. Means here nomad means bhatke log. The father's condition is like nomads. Though the father has house, family members, but his condition has become like isolated person. There is not any kind of love or respect for him in home. So father's condition is like nomads. So students, throughout the poem, we saw a pathetic condition of an old man in modern society. I have already told you the theme of the poem includes estrangement, alienation, isolation, old age in modern society, and generation gap in metropolitan cities. Friends, I hope you will like my video. So I request you to subscribe my channel. Thank